To battle, Packmates! And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Lieutenant Commander Tirak of the heavy cruiser Bloodspiller. As we continue our campaign, well, we haven't really started our campaign quite yet, against the Lyran Star League. And last episode, we finally purchased the Bloodspiller, the very first of our, what was it, a Bengal Tiger Command cruiser. And so we haven't actually used it. It still has that brand new command cruiser smell. We haven't flown it. And I've been thinking about selling the Thundercat. And I'm gonna do it. I know, it's got such a perfect name. It's a beautiful ship. It served us quite well, but the simple fact of the matter is I don't want to have to keep swapping back and forth at the beginning of the mission from the Thundercat to the Bloodspiller. So, bye! So let's just go in here, make sure that we're fully kitted out on board the Bloodspiller. And we can keep that with Marines. We will go up to full mines just in case we need to flee. Flee like a small child. And get a decent number of spare parts. That way we can fix our ship. So, time to finally get involved in the war. Our first mission to push out actually into Merak space instead of just, patrolling our own borders. We have finally taken the offensive. Unfortunately, the first mission shall be against Orion Pirates. So, we are preparing for combat, picking up speed, and we have found that, we're going to be doing a grand total speed of 9. Okay. Part of that is because the expanding sphere generator has a very, very greedy capacitor. It desperately loves to just fill up on as much power as it can get. And, that fills up ship power quite quickly. So 9 is our maximum charging and move speed. We could actually go faster than that. The capacitor wouldn't charge quite as quickly. But, that's definitely an option that we have. We are escorted today, of course, by the Babylon, which is a pirate vessel that we currently hired for this mission. It is equipped with 4 missile launchers, 8 types, so not a whole lot of shots. A G-type plasma torpedo, which is nice in this era. 4 phaser 1s and 2 phaser 3s. The other vessel is True Sight, who is the little tiny freighter that has the 2 B-rack missile launchers, that's the extended magazine, and 2 phaser 3s. Our opponent is a freighter. Okay, you may have come to the wrong store here, my friend. Well, I suppose anything is better than nothing. We are apparently raiding Hydrons. So, maximum power. Looking over at it, yeah, this is definitely a large, well, not large, but definitely a Hydron freighter, which has, we have caught. This must be smuggling secret plans to the Merak from the Hydrons. Battle plans that I've no doubt will be critical of importance that we steal this vessel. Actually, no, we're not going to steal. We're going to blow it up. So, yeah, I don't know if this is the return trip or the arrival trip, so we could either be stopping a reply or we could be stopping a initial contact at all. And maybe that'll cause strife between the two factions, and they will hate each other. After all, the Barbarians that are the Merak obviously don't know how to conduct real diplomacy. Any interruption in the flow of information no doubt would give all the problems which we would hope would cause. Something to that effect. We are obviously not going very quickly. Maximum speed of 9 is kind of sad. But it did give us time to set up our systems on... Oop, not quite. There we go. So, 1 is our quad disruptors, 2 is our 6 phaser 1s, 4 phaser 3s, and 3 is our twin ESG generator. And of course, when we slap the R key, bang. All weapons selected. What I'm also going to do here is I'm going to select all weapons on Mount 4. That way we can actually fire them without kicking on the ESG if we find ourselves in a position and we have a hotkey in order to actually fire all these weapons. Because if we hit red alert, it will select everything, which we may not necessarily want, and it'll also turn everything back on, which if we've shut any systems off, that's not great. So we're finally within disruptor range. We'll hit range of 20 and start opening fire. Long range bombardment. Reasonable accuracy right there. Front shields have collapsed. He is now firing his fighters, and they are going to kill him. And there it goes. We barely even got involved. And by barely, I mean, we didn't. We fired disruptors. We supported morally. But we may end up just increasing the speed of time next mission like that. So, mission complete. Closing the session. Please wait. And 104 prestige, which reasonable given we didn't actually do much. There is a planet here, which we may want to poke at. And this is... oh no... This is an accept-reject mission. So this probably means there is an anomaly somewhere around here that will shut things down. We do not see the enemy as of yet, but we are escorted today by the culprit, a single F-type plasma torpedo, and 3 phaser 1s. which is not bad for a ship that size. It's a freighter, so not horrible for a tiny freighter. Not great for, you know, something more powerful and designed to actually cause fear and devastation. Can I actually maintain a speed of 9? It takes us a half point? Huh, that's interesting. So apparently it takes us a half point of energy to increase our speed? No, there's something weird going on there. So we're cutting into the capacitor charge, right? We are fighting a heavy cruiser. This is the traditional Marak heavy cruiser equipped with, I believe, 4 missile launchers, 4 missile launchers, 2 disruptors, and I'm going to say 8 phaser 1s. Nah, I should probably say 6. You are, after all, only a CS. So let's get a good idea of exactly what you're carrying. And according to the probe, it is 4 missile launchers, 2 disruptors, 1, 2... Only the 2 phaser ones. The rest are an absolute huge battery of hind claws. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 phaser 3s. Oh, you're a carrier. I'm almost positive you're a carrier. I think we've had that ship for a little while. Let's make sure that we kick in the forward shield reinforcement to maximum power. After all, it would be quite the shame if we got ourselves killed from long-range sniping firepower, and we'll increase the speed of time. And the anomaly. So on the one upside, our primary heavy weapon is not affected by this. The expanding sphere generator charges up its own capacitor, so when we lose power, we won't actually lose the ability to activate it and use it because it stores up the power. So unlike most other races, when this thing hits, it's not a huge deal because it won't stop our charge status and it won't uncharge the weapon, which is possibly the most frustrating thing about it. Our engines are back offline. However, there is of course this bolt, which is truly annoying. We're going to set the radius down to 0, and if he decides to come right at us, we will be able to kick him in the teeth. Looks like he's got a dark green forward shield, but so do we. And yeah, the culprit is currently laying into him. Long-range phaser fire, well, yeah, well, definitely long-range phaser fire, causing pretty much no damage to our forward reinforcement, although we're not actually reinforcing anything because the power is offline. I hate this mission so much. It interrupts the flow of combat just because suddenly, oh, you don't get to move, you don't get to do anything, just sit there and take it. It's like, this is boring. So incoming missile fire, we will use, yep. Ooh, looks like the phaser 3s weren't able to handle everything. Apparently our engines are... Oh no, back offline. I thought it said that it was back online. But no, that is not true at all. We do have 6 incoming missiles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive systems, and our systems are back online. And I'm going to do this, this, this. And we're going to increase speed to 4. We'll let the Wild Weasel take care of all the incoming missile firepower. And with any luck, we'll actually be able to get to the enemy before the anomaly shuts us down. And... Nope. Oh, crap. What the hell? That was, not good. So, yeah. We are down 7 points of power on this turn. We have lots of incoming missiles, so let's start patching everything. Holy crap. Alright. Let's open them up. Full power forward. I want to smash the expanding sphere generators into it. 1. There should be 2, unless they both hit at the same time. It did deal 40 damage doing that. He's got a lot of systems shutting off on that ship now. So we're just going to trundle along behind him. There's that gosh darn anomaly. Just annoying everybody. Wasting our spare parts as we do the repair work. Incoming missile barrage should be very shortly. So we'll go defenses. I want 4 tractor beams? Yeah, 4 tractor beams. Disruptors. Open them up. And I do want to fire my phasers at you, but I am worried about that. So he's just fired all his missiles. We'll be able to return fire with all our weapons just as soon as we shoot that down. And we only... Oh, crap. So we're going to hook turn, to port, and hope that, you know, things don't just suddenly shut off on us, because that would be frustrating. Hi. Right into him. All up and select. Charge up both expanding sphere generators. It'll hit. There they go. Another 40 damage with that. Lots of failing systems. The battering ram feature on this expanding sphere generator is a very nice weapon. Especially if he insists on staying tight. If he had been a smart captain, he would have stayed at range, just blinking away. And our engines are offline. We have no phasers currently facing in this direction. We'll have to wait a little while for that to finish charging up. Luckily, our phaser capacitor is mostly full. So that will be a nice amount of damage we can deal. Hopefully that'll happen before this port, or this starboard rear side faces us. There we go. Just in time able to do that. Getting this gosh darn mission over with, because it's frustrating. And we prefer not to have to do it. So how much prestige do we get from that? Watch, it'll probably be almost nothing. And... oh no, wow. Okay. Basically 436 because of the, you know, the random negative amount of cash that it forces on you. I'm not sure why it does that, but hey, I will take that. That's actually pretty nice. We'll spend 40 on that, and also a single additional shuttle. Done on that, and push back out into space. I probably shouldn't have come here. Huh, I really shouldn't have come here. A shipyard assault, always a difficult mission, especially in the early era where your weapons aren't exactly the most powerful. Increase our speed to 8-ish. Go down 1, pop over here. Spanish sphere generator. We are currently escorted today, of course, by the Pestilence. This is an FFT, so this should be a tender frigate. Not like tender and kind and nice, but it carries pseudo-fighters, I believe. It's only equipped with 2 Phaser 2s and 4 Phaser 3s and expanding sphere generator, so it's basically a normal FF, but the T makes me think he's probably going to carry about 2 pseudo-fighters. Lyran pseudo-fighters, not nearly as good as, you know, Gorn pseudo-fighters, because plasma torpedoes are amazing. We are currently going after a CD+, I'm thinking drone cruiser. And then also there will be, you know, 3 shipyards in the background. And if they're Marak, we can take them on relatively easy. Let's get the forward shield reinforced, you know, just prep that and set that up. And increase speed by 1. And increase the speed of time, because this is going to take a while. We are just a really slow ship. First of our decoy shuttles is ready. We'll prep the second. And by now we should be staring in the face of the enemy. And he is equipped with a grand total of 246 B missile racks, which means it will take forever to run him out of missiles. So prep the expanding sphere generator. And I do want to get a little bit closer to you. And he is turning away from us. So he does not want to get involved with the spaceborne battering ram. We will, however, set our spaceborne battering ram to 0. And we are going to outrun him. We're going to cut his circle close. And a little bit closer. A little bit closer. You're not running away, friend. I'm catching you. Disruptors, engage. Disruptors hold with exactly as much power as they charge with, so it's an easy choice when you just want to shoot something. Kick on the expanding sphere generators, both of them, and smash into the ship. Still not going to fire my phasers because, you know, he's got 4 missile launchers, which is not true. There they are. And that was a little bit of a panic reaction. I didn't think I'd be able to take them all down. Oh, crap. I didn't... Oh, man. That was a mistake. He's going for it. He's going for the charge, so this is currently a defensive expanding sphere generator. Which, oh crap. Please hold long enough for this sphere to hold. Oh, it did. How lovely. Let's cycle that so it's currently selecting all of them. Disruptors, engage. We're going to blink away at them. Do our best. And our expanding sphere generator is a staggered activation. This won't be a whole heck of a lot of power, but it will be a nice amount of a jolt, which is what we're going for. And there we go. Sort of sniping inside there, causing a little bit of damage. Still haven't managed to cause, you know, the kind of catastrophic damage that I want to see. I want to see all his missile launchers shut offline. But quite a decent amount, actually. We are really tearing into this guy's flanks. And, oh my. Hi, it's a mine. What you gonna do about it? He should be avoiding it, which he is. How badly did you get hit? Wow, apparently you really took a hit. That's almost odd. See if we can't finish a turn back in, because I want to get the nose back on him. How's our shield reinforcement going? Let's get to 360. We want to make sure that we're covering all angles. Disruptors, prepare to fire. And, ooh, expanding sphere generators, both of them will be online for this. So we're going to cut this turn in nice and tight. Both generators coming online right now. And really laying into him there. Let's make sure that we're coming over here real quick, just in case. That's what I was worried about. He's only got 2 of them, so we will set to 2. We've managed to knock out quite a few systems on him. And we'll go up in speed by 2. He's dropped down to a speed of 2, so us holding at a speed of 17 will allow us to outrun these missiles, no problem. We can shut this off without having to worry. And him doing a speed of 2 tells us, well, he's pretty much screwed. Which is the exact perfect time to begin employing disruptors, because disruptors are nasty if you're already in a bad way. Phase of 3, handling the defenses. Okay, that wasn't so great. But, I don't mind it so much. Our expanding sphere generator will be back online by the time we hit him. So, basically, we're going to crush him. He's fired his missiles. And are you going to be able to defend yourself against that? Hi, I came in to handle this. Boom. Popped. Send a probe. Tell me exactly what he's got. Also, forward shield reinforced to the max. We don't have nearly as much alpha strike power as I would like, because, you know, the expanding sphere generator is not great for alpha. I don't think it is anyway. Maybe I'll be wrong, and this will be the perfect wrecking ball. Oh god. So this is equipped with 2 F-type an F-type plasma torpedo and a D-type plasma torpedo. That's cruel. There are 3 of these Stardocks. These are Gorn Stardocks, which is not good. Really, game? That's really cruel. What we're going to have to do is slow down super slow. Let's make sure also we shut this off, because that won't be helpful to us all. And we can tank it. Our forward shields can basically absorb all the damage from that plasma F torpedo, but not all the damage from the phasers and the rest of the show. So let's start to slow down. And this is able to absorb all of the F-type plasma torpedo. And so here it comes. Slow down a little bit more. Bounce it. No problem. Increase speed. And we are going to fire absolutely everything and then, like, blitz off at the maximum speed. So we have 17 forward shield power going on. Slow down to normal time. And the only trouble in a speed of 9 in a heavy cruiser in the early era is just weird. Your F-type plasma torpedo is a long time from being ready. So we'll close to absolute point-blank range. And let the ESG charge on and smash into it nice and solidly. Caused quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, didn't take out the F-type plasma torpedo, which is really what I was hoping for. And also we've taken a little bit of damage on the stern. We need to pull out and get as far away from here as possible. Not quite that bad, but we do need to, you know, get out of here so we may re-engage at a better opportunity. Increase speed. More power. More power. The F-type plasma torpedo is about to be available. If you're outside of range of 10 at that time, it's gonna suck. Here it comes. So, hi. More power. More power. More power. Must go faster. Must go faster. Come on. And stern shield currently has no power to it. Will we run it dry? I think we ran it dry. Okay, let's return back in. Slow down a little bit. Cut the vessel back in. Lyran ships just don't feel super maneuverable. Maybe it's because I'm continuously stuck at a low speed, and so it doesn't feel that way. But I just don't sense the same sort of nimbleness that I did back with the far superior Merak designs. So we're lining up, going to come down here and basically smash them apart. All weapons select. Hopefully this time we will break something important. And shield reinforcement to stern. Yeah, that works for me. Long-range plasma torpedo fire from over here. Hey, you got to get in on this anytime soon. Just, you know, if you feel like it. And closing within close range. He's a turn and a half away from being able to utilize anything. Oh, normal speed. All weapons fire. Punches through. ESG kicks on. And does a ton of damage there. Excellent. He's only got his phaser 3s left. Hopefully that doesn't take out the stern shield. Did take out his plasma F torpedo. So we can slow down and basically siege him out now. And the shield reinforcement now going to only the stern shield at this time. So let's... we really do want to kick at 360. At least I do. So we'll line up. Hopefully this will be enough to blast through. We're going to be firing at basically his strongest shield, which is not great. But I have hope. There we go. We crunched through it. Reinforcement to the forward shield. Reinforced to the max. And engines all stop. And here we sit. Select setting 4 because we're not going to use the ESG anymore. We'll just fire disruptors and phaser fire into him until he dies. And our forward shield handling this without much trouble at all. It looks like the pestilence finally getting involved. Finally closing to a range where it can be useful. We're almost ready to fire again. And stand by fire control. Charge and ready. There we go. First dry dock and destroyed. Which one are you going for? Okay, it looks like he's going for this one, so we shall too also go for this one. Increase the speed of time. Just make sure that, yep, we're both going for the right one. I do want to focus our efforts, that way we can kill it more easily. One thing I really don't like about this AI is the fact that it gets lost on the way to the enemy. And yeah, he's barely maintaining course. Let's line up nice and properly. So we're hitting a single shield. And any moment now, I am truly expecting a plasma torpedo to be shot at us. Would you get involved? You've got an expanding sphere generator. That can be a potentially significant amount of damage. All stop. And the reason why we're all stopping this is because his plasma torpedo is going to fire very shortly. And I want to be able to tank that. So he fired all his phasers. 18, 19, 20. Okay, we're at tanking levels. And handled. Alright, increased speed. So we were able to basically just sit here and bounce off his entire full firepower. So now we're going to close in and we're basically going to smash into him. As we do. We want to close to point blank range, of course. Do the most amount of damage that we can. We've got 70 points of power into the forward shield. And light him up. Punch through the forward shield. Our forward shields are not in great shape anymore. And then manage to slam in the entire ESG into him. Both of them, 20 apiece, 40 damage. So we did 75 damage with that strike. Unfortunately, didn't damage the plasma torpedo, which I kind of had been hoping we would. It seems not quite prone to damage. So we'll pull out. We did take out his phaser 3 capability, half of it. He's still got 2 more. But that's an okay amount of damage. Gorn fleet repair docks. Annoyingly. I'm not a huge fan of these things. They are very tough to defeat. They're like the Romulan ones, although at least they can't cloak. So, small mercies there. Fire into it. Oh, please tell me we took out... No, we didn't. Okay, this is going to be our last lineup here. ESG, kick on now. Both of them. 2 ESGs. Let's hope we knock that thing out. And it's stunned. It's offline. Okay, good. So now we can basically just set up and siege. So we'll line ourselves back up with the hull. Nice to see you finally get involved, Pestilence. I get that it's fully wise for a frigate that small to basically avoid getting anywhere near the plasma torpedo armed thing, but still. It's kind of annoying that he stays so far apart and is so very slow. Dealing 7 damage with his own ESG. Nope, not that key. This key. All weapons select. We're going to shoot it right down the throat once again. He will have a single phaser one shot, which I'm assuming he'll shoot at us. No, he shot at the Pestilence. I'm fully good with that. There we go. And on to the last one. Continue to the stern. I'm a little bit worried about smashing into that rock. So, final target. Final star dock. We will line up properly. Shield reinforcement, 2 forward shield. Excellent. And we will basically bounce his first shot, smash into him. Although, our forward shield is not doing as well as it used to be. because it's steadily been getting less and less powerful as the phasers plink away at it after we've fired all our weapons. And the stern shield, I'm not sure if it'll hold. We're going to want to go off right to starboard. And okay, that's fine. Increase speed. We need to sort of lunge in there now to make sure that we get there before that plasma torpedo recharges, because it's a better solution than what we're normally. Slow down the speed of time. And they will be able to fire quite a bit of phaser firepower into our forward shields. Slow down a little bit so that we get that forward shield more heavily buffed. And punch through the front. ESG's at full power. And again, 75 damage. Took out the defensive plasma torpedo, 2 phaser 3s, and a phaser 1. Let's pull out at full speed now. And stern shield is still holding, barely. We're going to get something of a distance away. And if, the Pestilence could at all join us. Lyran frigates, not particularly helpful to Lyran heavy cruisers. So continue to run, full power. Well, not super full power, but enough power. So here comes the plasma. We should be able to avoid this without too much trouble. We started from quite the distance away, and we are chugging along a speed of 21, which is not slow. It's pretty high up there in speeds. So yep, we drained that out. Now let's come back in again. And I would prefer to hit him on his open side. That way we can maximize the amount of damage. Hopefully get 75 damage again. Well, even more than that, since we won't have to chug through a shield. That is the plan, after all. So we just gotta get to it, which is wasting some of our precious, precious flight time, as we've got to get around to it before we can actually open fire. How's the ESG capacitor? Not fully charged. It's not going to do full damage. All weapons select. We are turning in on our attack run. Slow down so that the forward shield gets some sort of reinforcement. We're lined up nice and ready. A little bit more. A little bit in. And all weapons fire. 70 damage from the normal weapons alone, and then the ESG comes in and rips it apart. So, managed to take out a couple of Gorn shipyards that were supporting the Marak fleet. Please tell me it's at least a decent payday. We did, after all, only have to fight a single strike cruiser. 450 prestige, that is nice, very nice. And we will hop back home for repair, resupply, but that will also end our episode there. So our first foray is into Mirak space, putting the pressure on at 6-3, a planet and a station combo. So an important target. If we can take this, it'll be an excellent base jumping off point. If we have to destroy it, well, it'll break the line, but it will be a pain to actually get through to it. Anyway, I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.